Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. I'm back from the mountains. Back from the mountains. Uh, the beard hasn't grown. I don't feel like a mountain person. I mean, I am replenished. There's a lot of energies flowing amidst myself. It's like I came back from Jurassic Park. So I'm wearing this Jurassic Park top. I don't know, just because not because Halloween is heading our way, but just because I love Jurassic Park. I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. But anyway, so this is kind of a sort of a, well, let's call it a channel tag video, shall we? And what I would like to tell you is the little things that are happening. First of all, the 10K, 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Now, listen. First of all, I have no words to describe it. I don't know what to say. Except I bow to you guys because all the love you're sending me in the comments and ooh, I'm getting emotional. Wasn't expecting that. Just hit me. Okay, back to me. Listen, thank you so much for all the love, the dedication, and God damn it, what's going on with me? Such a little crybaby. Okay. Focus. Listen, guys, I've been preparing several videos, and whenever I make a video thanking you for the 10K, something weird happens. Either the first time I did it, I filmed it in the mountains. It didn't go right. There's also a lot of things I'm preparing. Now, listen, one of these things that I'm preparing for you is the merch. I've been developing designs with friends of mine, and there are some incredible designs I love, but to be perfectly honest with you, they're not online yet for a simple reason. I am hunting down the right way to print these t-shirts. I want them to be printed in a certain way. I want them to have a certain quality, and I want them, to be right. And it's a problem. Print all over me is not good. I read only horrible reviews. When I write them asking a question, they don't write back to you. They don't really answer. It's really hard to get any sort of reply from them. Spreadshirt is not the type of print I want. I want a better quality print on the t-shirts. Plus, like the way I want to position certain things, not just on t-shirts, but on other products as well. I want it done in a certain way. So that's not a solution either. There's another website that I'm looking into. And I'm just trying to configure everything to make it fall into place just right. It's not easy, but I'm working on it. And as soon as it's kind of, okay, you know me, I'm a perfectionist. So it's never going to be 1000% perfect unless I don't go and make them myself. But I can't do that because I have absolutely no time. So I have to kind of also a little bit, God damn it, learn to let go and kind of allow perhaps a company to also, deliver what they deliver. Granted, there are some flaws, but also granted, these t-shirts are not going to cost $600 a pop. I'm trying to keep the price as minimal as possible so that literally everybody can afford them and yet get a quality that's not crappy. It's easier said than done. So this research has been going, believe it or not, around 6 months now, and it's really, really tough. But as soon as it's all set up and ready, I shall announce it, and you shall be the first to know. So that's for that. I've been thinking a lot about all of these projects also while I was replenishing in the mountains. And funny enough, so I was in this little tiny village, very Twin Peaks-like, and there was a lot of older people, and everything is so beautifully calculated in a way, the rhythm of life, when you have lunch, when you have dinner, when you go to sleep. It's beautiful in a way. I mean, it's spooky too because everything is super calculated, and then at a certain point after the second day you're there, like you're saying hello to everybody. Everybody knows every step you make. Everybody knows everything you do, when you breathe, when you poop, everything. But there's also a comforting side to all of that. And anyway, so this is the fashion bunker. How do we transform that into fashion? Well, I kind of was walking by one of these gorgeous carved in stone facades of this miniature jeweler or like a jewelry store. And in the window, they also sell watches and swatches, and huge fan of swatches, especially, I mean, you know, my Jeremy Scott swatches, like I have the whole collection almost. I didn't quite like the winged one, but I have the others. And I don't have the leopard twirly one, but anyway. So, but the other ones I do have, including the hypnotic heart. But, what was I saying? So I see in the window, an amazing like swatch from the 90s, and I'm like, are they just, because in Italy they have this tendency of putting in the windows stuff that they kind of use to lure you in, but then they don't sell those special things that are in the really weird. Anyway, I thought, they're never going to want to sell this, it's super old, and plus it might be really expensive, I don't know. So I went in, and there's this really, really cute old lady and old gentleman, and they're both in their 80s, and they're still working. It's their shop, and she tells me that they're going to retire sooner or later, and so they slowly now are starting to sell everything that's in the shop. So for every swatch that's left, they only want like $25 each. Doesn't matter if it's a chrono, if it's a irony, if it's a skin, if it's a pop, scuba, whatever. You have it. I love plastic, so to me, I didn't care about, you know, the metal ones. I was just like the cool prints. So I was like, oh my God. So the one in the window, not just because Halloween is coming, but I love everything vampire related and bat related and ghost related and pumpkin related. So let's do this quickly. Let me show you. Wait, I have a lot of, God, I bought a lot. Okay. It's this little, I see I have the bag as well. It's kind of, yeah, let's put it here. So I forgot the name of this one. I did my research. It's like from 1990, what is it, 1990, 1998, 99, 2000? It's a little vampire, and made by some artist. Oh, darn, I forgot. Oh, well, if I remember, I'll put it in the description box down below. But, so it glows in the dark. Let me kind of put it, I'm going to make my shadow myself here, put it in the LED lights, and, ooh, look at that. Do you see it glow? Kind of. There you go. The shadow of the vampire glows, as well as the shadow of the little flower that's growing next to the little tiny vampire, and the moon, the pale, pale moon. And I'm noticing, oh my God, the whole swatch is glowing in the dark. Ha! Okay, I'm shocked. I didn't look at that. Everything. Oh, can you see? I don't know. Everything, the belt as well. Everything is glowing. Wait, let me take it out. Wow, that is gorgeous. I didn't know. Let me charge it a bit more. Jeez Louise. Okay, fabulous. Anyway, so yeah, I got that one for $25, so that was a steal. And then glow-in-the-dark scuba. I've been doing research on this one. I don't know the name of it. It's not a Lumi. For those of you who know about Swatch, there's a scuba version where you can push a kind of a button on top, and then they light up with a little light in the back. But this one is not a Lumi. However, let me charge it. This one is crazy how much this one. You can see perfectly well how much it glows. I'm a sucker for everything that glows in the dark. Now, the other things I got are new. This is so cool because like Swatch is not allowed to say this. So, and I love how they're messing around with Disney in a way. This is Pinocchio. It's so obviously Pinocchio, but they don't call it Pinocchio. They call it naso lungo, or long nose. And it's like his face, but it's not Pinocchio. And then moving on, the Cheshire Cat from, or whatever you call it, from Alice in Wonderland. This one is gorgeous. And of course, they don't call it anything relatable to, what's her name? Alice in Wonderland. This one is called Cat Me Up. Also available as a maxi. How Swatch gets away with these things, I do not know. And then, does this one glow in the dark? Let me see. No. And the last one I got, this one is so cool. I think it's actually called Dracul or something like that. It's totally black, and then at the top you have like kind of two fangs or something. They're like Dracula teeth. You don't really see it. And what is really cool about it is when you take it out, it's all blood red on the back and black in the front with the two teeth. Loving this. I love everything kind of spooky and kooky related. So this was that. I will be showcasing another video from the mountains. Let me put the bag down. I just didn't want to do like too much mountains because then you're going to get bored. So I'm working on it. Let's see if it works out or not. For those of you who have kind of figured out the little Easter egg that I planted secretly in my in my last video from Venice, I can say it now. It is Pierre Cardin related, and there will be a reveal going on there. Now, if I manage to, because you see, I did the reveal in the mountains and the sun was going away. It was almost completely gone, so it's quite dark, and I'm not quite sure if I could tickle out the quality out of that image from that video. If not, then we're going to do kind of a re-unboxing here in the Fashion Bunker, which is also cool because you get to see into detail everything. What else happened while I was in Italy? I finally purchased, this is a review you could look forward to pretty soon, Sauvage by Christian Dior. Now, you know, the hate and the love. I'm not going to get into any of the hate and the love of this one because you're going to have to wait for the review. And oh boy, do I got a review ready for you. I purchased this one because it came with this travel version, which is to die for. The 7.5 milliliter spray that is refillable, and it's metal, and it's covered with this kind of pleather. So it's really like leather, but it smells so divine. The outside, this kind of plastic has also been perfumed somehow, but it's completely metal. And then what you do is, so it's a spray. It also has the Christian Dior kind of thing on top. And how you open it is you twirl the bottom and then you lift it. And it's like a really thick, heavy metal bottom. And then here, this little thing, you're supposed to, and this is super practical, so you're not unscrewing anything, like you're not touching the liquid whatsoever. What you're doing is you have to then take your bottle and take this little sprayer off, and you stick this on top, and then you pump inside of the container liquid again. Now, the only problem that I have with this is that you can't really see anything. You can't see the liquid because this is kind of like a leathery material covering it, so you don't know when it's full or not. So you kind of have to guess. I wish that Dior would have written at least like when your atomizer is empty and you position it on your full Sauvage bottle, like pump it in 15 times and then it's full. You know, like they should have given us a number of pumps or something just to be sure that it's full, that we don't overfill it. But I think it's a gorgeous idea. It was like, I don't know, it was literally almost the same price as buying 100 ml, plus it was duty free because it was in the travel zone. So you get it even cheaper, and it was almost the same price as 100 ml. So yes to this, but is it yes to the liquid inside? Stay tuned to find that out. What else happened? Oh yeah, sunglasses. Now, Italy is connected to the love of sunglasses, and so there's this optician that was incredible and knows me from YouTube, so that helped me out quite a bit, and knows how my passion for sunglasses. And so he says, Dacob, I have some stuff here that you might be interested in. He's like, do you know Oliver Goldsmith? And I'm like, do I know Oliver Goldsmith? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, okay, let's just say from, 60s. Oliver Goldsmith, huge in the 60s. Audrey Hepburn, a lot of shades for Audrey Hepburn movies done by Oliver Goldsmith. The best acetates in the world and cuts. And then Vidal Sassoon. Vidal Sassoon passed away, but Vidal Sassoon haircuts are super famous. He literally created and invented the bob in the 60s, the bob haircut, not Bob the drag queen, which anyway has no hair. Haha. But anyway, so do I have the right hair for the occasion? Let's put it to the front. So basically, he shows me these Oliver Goldsmith, not in the original packaging, doesn't matter, because I had to travel with them. This one is called xoxo, not like Chanel, but with a K-O, K-O. Xoxo, the first gorilla that learned sign language and could communicate with people in the 60s. You should check out the documentary on xoxo. By the way, xoxo is one of Betty White's favorite animals. I think xoxo died not so long ago. I don't think Coco is with us anymore, but Coco, the story of Coco is incredible. So this is Coco from 1966 in white. Super 60s, you can see how 60s they are. And yes, Oliver Goldsmith does reproduce them. Darn, I can't. It's very Donatella. Versace. How does this look? Betches. Yes. Okay, so we have this kind of very 60s vibe, very space agey vibe going on. So I got these. This is the Coco, which I will be using for photo shoots very soon. And also from 1966, from their archives, reproduced. They're all made in Italy, by the way, even though Oliver Goldsmith is from Great Britain. This one is called FUZ, like Fuzz, 1966. I read that they're sort of relatable. The name Fuzz is mocking of the cops. I mean, police in Great Britain. I would have to dig more into that. Perhaps rewatch Clockwork Orange as well. But this one just suits me. I don't know, because I have a big head and it kind of just fits the shape of my head. The color is a green that kind of fades into black. Yeah. Practical. I love the temples because the temples are straight. They're not curved. That's a very kind of space agey, very futuristic touch right there. That's another piece. Oh, and then, of course, I had to find something vintage, and I hunted down these Nina Ricci. These are really old. I would say 70s, but they might be late 60s. Nina Ricci Paris, Nina Ricci France. These are made in France. However, the glass, I have to change that because they're literally made for, they're like reading sunglasses, and like, oh my God, I feel like I'm 5,000 meters, kilometers, or feet, or they make me dizzy. But what is really cool is the Nina Ricci logo from the, right there, the N, the old school logo, and these temples with the cut. Oh my God, everything. So I'm thinking, ooh, whoa, it's very trippy. I'm thinking to take, well, I'm definitely going to take the lenses out. And then I'll see what I'm going to do with them. I might, perhaps I just leave them as a frame without any glass inside. As kooky as it sounds, I don't know. And then, what else is the update in the life of Dacob? On my way back at the airport, I, again, duty free, finally, I don't know why it's always sold out. It's super hard to find. I'm not liking my hair. It's growing. I want the hair to grow. So it's kind of in a phase where it's like not long, not short. It's somewhere in betwixt and in between. Duo powders, Duo Poudre Sourcil, like brow powder duo. 50. I wanted the 50, the brown shade. Now, this, the fabulosity of the eyebrows, that is courtesy of Chanel. Because, I don't know since how many years. And this is an amazing investment. Now, these eyebrow things, I'm finishing now, but Chanel used to make like a 3-palette one, and you would have like 3 shades of brown, like light, medium, and dark, dark being almost black, which is what I use every single freaking day because I love the contrast between like the blonde and the dark. And I've had it for many years, and I use it every day, and I use a lot of it, and it's like many, many years. So it was a great investment. Like if you cut it down to how much you spent, but I don't know, it's super cheap. It turns out to be less than like $5 a year. You know what I mean? Because I've had it like 7 years or 8 years. And now the darkest color, which is the one I use, is ending. And I never used the lightest palette. So I'm like, what a waste of money. And then finally Chanel comes out with like a duo and duo, like 2 lighter ones and 2 darker ones. So my dark shade is here, and it's much whiter than the one that I had before, because when I had before was split in 3, so it was all like 3 smaller ones, and now we have 2 bigger ones. I'm probably never going to use the slightly lighter tone, but the darker one for sure. Plus, because it's only 2 tones now, it's $10 cheaper than the other one, which is even better, because now it's going to last me like double the time, because it's like double the size of the color, but it will be cheaper still, even. Okay, so how do we do this? Covering up everything? Oh my God, showing makeup is a mess. Wait, what is really cool is you get all these, oh, look at that. You get the little tiny miniature Chanel tweezer with the Chanel logo on it. You can't even, I mean, it's minuscule, but it's adorable. And you also get your Chanel brushes here to, you know, put in shape your eyebrows as well as apply the actual color. The actual color, there you have it. It's this one here. That's the one I always use, which is the darkest of, which is the darker of the two. There you go. So that is really cool. Finally. And I love the smell of their powders. And it's super compact. Now, they always, you know, they recommend to like wet it a little bit, which you can do, but I don't. I use it dry. If you wet it, it's going to be even darker still. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot. It was just like a quick but not quick thing. Anyway, stay tuned because review coming up. Love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing and sticking with me through thick and thin. More is to come. A lot of news. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Share this video with everybody you love. And don't forget, as long as you're there, I will never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.